I used to think the phrase, "trust your instincts," was just something people said after the fact, after everything had already gone wrong. Now I know better. Because instincts are the reason my daughter is still alive. It happened on a night that didn't feel special in any way. No storm, no strange sounds, no warning signs, just a quiet house and a tired parent counting down the minutes until bedtime was finally over. I was standing in the hallway, halfway through reminding my daughter to brush her teeth when she froze. She didn't scream. She didn't cry. She just looked up at me, eyes wide, and said, "Daddy, there's a man in my closet." If you're a parent, you already know what you're supposed to do in that moment. Smile. Laugh a little. Tell them it's just shadows. Check the closet quickly to prove nothing's there. That's what most parents do. That's what my parents did. And for just a second, just one, I almost followed the script. I almost told her it was just her imagination, almost told her monsters aren't real. Instead, something cold settled deep in my chest. Because when I was a kid, my little sister said the exact same thing. She told our parents there was someone in her closet. She said she could hear breathing. Said she felt watched. They laughed, told her she'd been reading too many scary books. The man came out at night and killed her. So when my daughter spoke, I didn't ask questions. I didn't walk toward the bedroom. I didn't check the closet. I picked her up. I told her we were playing a game. A quiet game. I said if she stayed very still and very quiet, she'd win. Her arms wrapped around my neck. Her head rested against my shoulder. She trusted me completely. That trust felt heavier than her body. I carried her down the hallway and into the living room. I turned off lights as I went. I locked the bedroom door behind us, not because I thought it would stop anything, but because it made me feel like I was doing something. Then I called 911. I kept my voice calm, too calm probably. I told them my daughter believed there was someone in the house. The dispatcher asked the usual questions. "Did you check the closet, sir?" "No." "Did you see or hear anyone?" "No." There was a pause. I could hear it in their voice. The moment they decided this was just another nervous parent calling about shadows. Then they asked why I hadn't checked. And I told them about my sister. I told them how she said the same thing. How our parents laughed. How the man came out at night. The dispatcher stopped talking for a moment. Then their tone changed. Police arrived faster than I expected. 2 cars at first, then another. Red and blue lights washed over the walls of my living room like something alive. I stood there, my daughter half asleep in my arms, as officers moved through the house. They were quiet, methodical, professional. Still, I told myself I was overreacting. Until I heard the bang. It was loud, sudden, the sound of force meeting resistance. Then a voice shouted, "Don't move." Everything after that blurred together. Footsteps, radios crackling, my heart pounding so hard I thought my daughter might feel it. They brought him out in handcuffs. A man in his late 40s, unremarkable, average height, average build, the kind of face you'd forget 5 minutes after passing him on the street. That's what scared me the most. As they walked him past me, he turned his head. Our eyes met. There was no panic in his expression. No anger. No fear. Just focus. Like he was memorizing my face. The police told me later he'd been hiding in the attic for weeks. Weeks. He'd learned our schedule, when the lights went out, when we slept, when the house was quiet enough to move. He wasn't breaking in that night. He was waiting. They found a bag up there with him, rope, a knife, duct tape. My daughter slept through all of it. That night, after statements were taken and officers finally left, I tucked her back into bed. She yawned, rubbing her eyes, blissfully unaware of how close everything had come to ending very differently. As I pulled the blanket up around her, she looked at me and asked, "Daddy, why didn't you just check the closet like other dads do?" I didn't answer right away. I brushed her hair back, kissed her forehead. "Because I believed you," I said. She smiled and rolled over, already drifting back to sleep. I stood there for a long time after she closed her eyes. Outside, I could still see the police lights down the street. I walked to the front window just in time to see them placing the man into the back of a squad car. Just before the door shut, he leaned forward, and he looked straight at me. Through the glass, there was no desperation in his eyes. Only patience. Only certainty. The kind of look that doesn't say I'm caught. But I'll wait. The car door slammed shut, the engine started, and just like that he was gone. People tell me I should feel relieved. I do. Mostly. But sometimes, late at night, when the house is quiet and my daughter is asleep, I think about that look. About how carefully he studied me. About how long he'd already been waiting. And I wonder if instincts aren't just about protecting the people we love, but about recognizing the kind of evil that doesn't stop wanting, even after it's been taken away. Because monsters don't always hide under beds. Sometimes they wait. And sometimes they remember.